So high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. Before we get started, let's get our disclaimer out there.
Welcome to Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. All things said in today's show are alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, we request that you leave the live now. Enjoy.
That's what we plan on doing, enjoying. Marie, bestie, welcome in, everybody. Listen. Do me a favor when you come in. Tap and clap, share if you care, and if possible, give and uplift. That's the only rules here. It's a safe space, safe platform. Say what you feel. We can have a debate. And as long as we are doing those things in a respectable manner to each other, I think everything will flow smoothly. Now, you may see that picture that I have on the background already. And the first thing that comes to mind is, uh-oh. Well, like I said, the show is not just called Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It, just for entertainment purposes. It's called that because we're going to do it, right, as well. But this particular event right here is at CK's memorial that was held in Glendale, Arizona at State Farm Stadium or arena, whatever they call it, where the Cardinals play. Now, the reason why this is significant, or the reason why this is catching so much attention lately, is because of this hand gesture, and I wasn't able to get the whole picture in, but the hand gesture that this young lady right here, who is CK's wife, well, I guess you could say widow now, is putting up a hand gesture. And some people think she's saying, I love you, because that's the I love you in sign language. Some people are saying she's saying rock out or rock on. Some people are saying she is putting up a salute to Lucifer. Here's one of those things. Dr. Rashida, how you doing? Thank you for that heart meal. Welcome in. This is one of those things where multiple things could be right. It's just the timing or the setting or and what rhetoric are you giving it in. Now, the reason why people say that it's the Satan image or salute or whatever is because of the things that happened, the events that happened leading up to her husband's unalivement. Now, of course, there is a 22-year-old that's locked up right now for that. A lot of people believe that he's not the only one, if he is the one that is involved. A lot of other people believe that this is a scheme or cover up by certain individuals. I'm going to give you a couple of things that got me is the fact of CK wanted these files, the Jeffrey E. files, released. This, I don't know what to say. Excuse me. I don't know what to call him. But this that's standing next to Mrs. Kirk in this picture, in this photo, doesn't want the files released. For whatever the reason. I'm going to play dumb and I'm going to say for whatever the reason he doesn't want them released. I'm sure plenty of you know why he doesn't want them released. But see, I'm not going to say that because I don't want people to get lost in what I'm talking about, right?
Hi.
Rudy says, hey. And so when you think about that, and then you think about a lot of the things that Mrs. Kirk's husband was starting to change his views on. The fact that he was changing his views on those things made a lot of people that he had dealings with or that he had been working with upset. Now, some of us that has actually done some more deep diving into this, there's so many more moving parts that's going into this. You got to go back to who Mrs. Kirk's parents were and how they already had an affiliation with the government. We'll say the gov, because Adrian Doves in the building. Thank you for the heart, me bestie. How you doing? Good morning to you. We'll just say gov. That way this TikTok platform don't get in its feelings. But her parents had dealings with the gov. In fact, her father was actually a member of the defense team or whatever, right? Inside of the gov. And so they moved from, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Ohio. I think they moved from Ohio to Arizona, right? Now I could be wrong on that, but I think it was Ohio. I know they moved to Arizona, but I think it's from Ohio is where they moved from. In any event, she went on. She got something or received something in the mail and said that it was from a modeling agency, and she ended up going that route. She ended up doing beauty pageants, and with never doing this before, never having anything to do with beauty pageants or anything before, she won. And as we do a deeper dive into that, we find out that the beauty pageant that she was in was ran by none other than this next to her. So let's go on her husband's side. Let's go on CK's side. Well, his family had some dealings with whatever this is that Mrs. Kirk is standing next to. They had dealings with him too, in business dealings. I think they worked for him at one point. And so the thing about it, the reason why those things are so significant is because it gives off a sense of these things were destined to happen. It's a setup, if you will. And I know a lot of people hate to hear that, especially the people that are, hold on, excuse me, my light falling. A lot of people hate to hear that, especially those who support that side of the camp or that side of the aisle or whatnot. And I understand, and you're entitled to your feelings. I'm not going to get into that. But if you go even deeper, you also realize that Mrs. Kirk at one point was over in Romania. She was sent to Romania. And over there, she was dealing with children. Now, it's stated that some fishy things, some things that's not good happened to some of these children over there. Like I want to say it was like an orphanage, and I don't know. I don't want to give you false information. Here's what I can tell you though. You can go on Google and you can see it all yourself. But in any event, certain things happened to these people that were not the age of consent. So now when we go as far as to factor that in, we have a said person, which is whatever this is next to her in the picture, who has been accused of having dealings with people that are not the age of consent. you know. Someone in the comment says she has the weirdest energy and it isn't good. And I have to say, I agree with you on that. I'm trying to see the name and I can't because of the background, but I agree with you on that. And a lot of other people was saying that too as well. Like she didn't come off as grieving, right? And that's fine. Listen, hey, people grieve differently. And so with that being said, we can't tell people how to grieve or anything like that. Someone says Hasido, I think his name. I think that's the name. Says his wife doesn't even get there close to him. So what makes her so uncomfortable? So comfortable. Hey, that's once again that's a great question. The only thing. I mean, let's just be honest. The whole thing was awkward, right? Even when she did hug him, come out and hug him, and put her head on his chest, that was awkward in the first place. Like, I mean, we just got to call it what it is. Because hashtag, I'm gonna say it. It was awkward, and at that time, not knowing that they've already had a dealing with a history with each other. As far as yeah, I agree with you. Weird, I would say too. I do say that it was very weird. Her family already had dealings. Um, with the Gov and stuff like that, and then she had done beauty pageants for this guy, so we know that there's a history there. In fact, you can go on Google and put her name in, and there's a picture of her, and I think the bathing suit that she's in, I think it's like pink. It's a light color, but behind her is the band the whatever the pageant she's at. It says his name on there, so we know that there's a connection there, right? Someone said these two are no more Christian than the man in the moon. I got to give it up to you on that too. She is fake. She lost her husband. Yeah, she did lose. She did lose her husband. And okay, before we go any further with that, let us be clear. Any loss of life, whoever they are, whatever they believed in, is sad. But I will say, what makes it even more sad, is the fact that if she's in on it, and I'm not saying she is, I'm just saying her moves shows. Okay, Romanian orphanage. Thank you. That's what I wanted to make sure I'm bringing the real content. Now, I don't want to tell no lies on here. I don't want to give no misinformation or anything like that. So yeah, it was a Romanian orphanage, and then they asked her to leave after certain unexplainable or weird things happened there. They asked her to leave. So praising that insurance money. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to tell you, we see this a lot. We see this, like, this happens a lot, and I hate it that people think that. Here's what I hate: when people don't pay attention to all of the framework, all of the moving parts that surround a certain thing. Because to people who like whatever this thing is next to her, and his rhetoric and his beliefs and his whatever, they just believe she's just a grieving widow. I'm not so sure. Again, if you go and you're grieving, like, okay, so let me just ask you this right here. How is it that the company that her husband worked for, and somebody give me the name, I can't, Returning Point, I think it is called. How is it, these Republicans are fake, I agree. How is it that Turning Point, which I think that is the company he worked for, how is it that they, Turning Point, okay, thank you. How is it that they booked on the day that they had her husband's memorial at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona? How is it that his company had already reserved that venue back in, I think, March or May earlier this year? They didn't have anything on the board planned as far as another event that they were advertising for, like it was going to be a network convention on this day. And so when he ended it, ultimately met his demise, since they already booked it for the convention, the business connection convention or network convention. They just went ahead and did. No, it wasn't that. They had nothing planned. And I'm telling you, from being a pro wrestler for years, when we're going to a venue, we've got to have that book months in advance. But we have it booked because we are holding a wrestling event there. We don't just rent a building without nothing to do. Right? So it just, again, these are just things that make you wonder, right? Like, why was it booked for that particular date and nothing was on the books as happening, but then this happened? Now, let's go to the day that everything happened, right? Let's go to the day that everything happened at what's it called? UVU, the school that the incident happened at. I want to know, and I said this since like the day after it happened. I want to know why, if the people who went to school there, like somebody said Charlie's still alive. I seen something on that too, so I'm not gonna discredit that either. See, just like people, because I see people in here saying like lies and stuff like that, and this is false information. Listen, you all got to pay attention to the framework. Don't look at just the bigger picture. All right, you just don't look at the one picture that they're showing you. Look at what goes on around it. So I'm gonna keep on going though. Here's what I asked since like the day after it happened, and I found out that there were students who signed a petition. And on this petition, they had gotten almost 7,000 signatures. And it was a petition stating that they did not want CK to come to their school and talk. And so I wonder, someone said the Romanian Angels initiative, okay, and was shut down in 2011. So here we go. Now people, thank you for putting that up there, because, you know, like I said, we got the bots in here. We got these trolls that saying it's a lie, and I'm just trying to get you to look at it from all perspective, right? Pink Tech, thank you for the heart me. I didn't know you was in here. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. We've got to do that. We've got to take the governmental divide out of it and just look at what we're presented with. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. Welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it. Right, all right. And I botch trolls, they have opinions. Right, all right. I mean, my baby mama, right. Okay. So look, she's telling the truth. Right, you have a right to your opinion, and I apologize for saying that you're a bot or a troll. But we're gonna carry. I'm still going to do my job at letting you know that there's certain things that have happened that don't add up, and you can't deny it. You cannot deny it. Right. So if they didn't want him there, if these students had already signed a petition saying they did not want him to attend their university and come and speak, why would he be sent there? And I often, when it happened and when I saw that, I was like, yeah, 7,000 students said that they didn't want him to come. And for those of you that's new here, see, we talk a lot, and we're going to do today too. We talk about the celebrity realm of things, right? As far as hip hop artists, music, acting, all that. We typically cover that here, and we're going to do that in a segment. This is not even a segment. This is just an opening right here. But I bring that up to this. When I found out that there was nearly 7,000 signatures on a petition for this man not to come speak at the school, and they still sent him there, I'm just gonna be honest with you all. It literally took me back to Diddy and Notorious B.I.G. situation. You know, hey babe, not really, but I'm gonna try to keep it going. If Because we know Big was supposed to go to London, right? He was supposed to go to London. Fostering, thank you for that. What was that? What was that you just sent? The heart signal. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Fostering Statistics. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I've never seen that before. It was beautiful. He was so Big supposed to go to London. We call him Puffy Jacket on here. So when I say Puffy Jacket, I'm talking about Diddy. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that, babe. Thank you. He made sure, Puffy Jacket made sure Big did not go to London and he came to LA. The problem with that is LA was still emotional from the unaliving of Tupac. And knowing that there was, I mean, you had to literally be either not old enough or really just stuck in your own world if you didn't know. But at the time, we know Tupac and Big had the biggest rivalry going at that moment. Robin, thank you for that heart me love. I appreciate it. Hey, you all do me a favor. Thank you for the heart me's. I really and humbly appreciate it. But do me a favor. When you send me a heart me, there's an orange heart right here above this other orange person's head. If you click on that, please click on that orange heart and claim your points, okay? We're all about uplifting here. We're all about networking. We're all about helping. So I want you to get your points. And I appreciate you so much. And so we know, yes, so sad that happened. You're right. I agree, V. And so if you just took that into context, Muck Girl, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Muck Girl Garden. Okay, now I see your whole name. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. Thank you, love. Let's give it up to Fostering Statistics because they became the 28 fan in the fan club. Thank you for that support. V, thank you for the follow, and I got you. After the show, I'll follow you back. Yeah, okay, so someone put Fostering Statistics. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that heart signal. Okay, someone said to Michelle that sign means I love you. Okay, so you missed the opening, so stick around. We're gonna revisit that real quick. Let me run you down the line. Like we said before, 3 things in this case can be right. In fact, 3 things in this case is right. Yes, that does mean I love you in sign language. Yes, that does mean rock on if you're a heavy metal fan. And yes, if you know your business, you do know that in that elite group, this is a signal of Satan. In fact, if you go and you follow your Masonic history, it'll tell you all of that. If you go back to, I want to say it's the Catholics way back in the day, do your studying. Stop paying attention to what they feed you on TV. You got to go and do your research. So, like I was saying, yes, you're right. And if Michelle said something different, she's right. So here's a good time for us to just come together and learn. After the show, you can go and do your own research if you like. If you don't, you can. Jen, what's up, bestie? How you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for those TikToks. Thank you for the roses. How you doing? Thank you for that heart puff. Jen, how you been doing? I know I haven't been on long in a while. Bat Boy Tater. Thank you, Jen. I've never seen that. I love it. I love it. And I hope y'all season going good too. I saw your shirt. You said game day. I hope y'all won the game that you went to. You doing well? Okay. All is good here. All is good here. You know, we're just trying to make it, you know, staying in the word, appreciating our blessings, you know. And so with him sending Big to LA, knowing the temperature was already hot, and think about it, Big was already getting unalivement threats. That should have been a clean indication to go ahead and get out of LA, right? But let me ask you this too. Why would Puffy Jacket have him come to LA to and Puffy Jacket says it was to work on his album, when Puffy has all these studios in New York? He even has one in his own house. So there was no reason to go to LA to finish his album when he had studios in New York that they could have used. That was their side, that was their turf. They would have been safe on. That's what we call a setup. I'll tell you something else. From owning my own wrestling promotion, from being in wrestling for so long, I'll tell you something else. When we're promoting the show, we put stickers up, we put posters up. So let me ask you, with that being the case, why would the vehicle that was carrying Big be the only vehicle that's got stickers on the hubcaps of the Suburban? That was to let people know, or let a person know, hey, little brother, how you doing? That Big was in that vehicle. That's the vehicle you hit. It's called a setup, people. So when we sit here and we come on here and we tell you all that this whole ordeal is a setup, other than the evidence to go with it, we've been here before. We've seen this play out before. Well, right now, little brother, here's what we're talking about. This symbol that this lady right here is giving. People are saying that, well, she was just saying, I love you in sign language. And then some people say, well, it's just, she was saying rock on. But then us that know what we know, understand what that salute was for. Right? Arania, thank you so much for that heart me. I appreciate it. Let's give it up to Arania because she just became the 30th fan in the fan club. Thank you for that support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well, someone said, well, why is she smirking? and that's a good thing to ask, because what it's supposed to be is a grieving widow crying. And if you can look, there ain't no tears. But what did happen is now she's the CEO of Turning Point, the company that her husband worked for at the time of his passing. So, it's Jenny said maybe she is crying. Maybe she cried. Maybe she has a cry where the tears just stay in the eye. They don't stream down. But this is here's what I want to point out, though. Here's what I want to point out. If you pay attention, as soon as he passed away, she moved right into the CEO position. Now, listen, I know people are saying, well, that was her husband. So, of course, quite naturally, it's fitting for her to take over. I do agree. Yeah, some people cry differently. Yeah, that's right. Jen said, I agree with what Charlie stood for. Here's what I agree with, Bestie. I agree with because I've seen people say that he was basically changing his point of views on Israel. And some of the things that they were saying that he was changing his point of view on. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That part. Someone said the civil rights movement being a mistake. Now, that's where I don't agree with him on. I don't agree with him on that. I don't agree that BLK people aren't skilled or qualified enough to be a pilot of a plane. I think no matter the color, have same opportunities that other people have. So if we get on a plane and we say, well, we're not going to fly because the what you call it, no, I don't have to watch the whole debate, because even when you say that, you can't be Christian and say that. You can't be Christian and think that demonizing any other kind of people is wrong. Now, yeah, people said, well, he was talking about the I can't call it rainbow community because Now that I know what the rainbow stands for, I won't say that. Alternative lifestyle community. What he said about them, is it wrong? Yes, the Bible says it's wrong. The Bible said it's wrong. So regardless of what we feel like, we can't argue the Bible, right? She said he didn't demonize anyone. Um, I have to wonder about how do you not find. Matter of fact, would you like to come up and explain how he wasn't demonizing? I mean, you can if you want. Just send me a request and I'll bring you up. Because again, like I said, here's the thing: everybody has a freedom of speech, right? Am I right? Can we all agree that everybody has a freedom of speech? And if and those that agree with this, um, I would have to say, if you feel that everyone has a free freedom of speech, then why is this right here person upset when people say something about him? You know that do you see? And that goes into what I'm saying when y'all move the goalposts, right? So if we got freedom of speech, if what you're saying, I'm just gonna say his name. Forget it. If I get shut down, I get shut down. If you're saying Charlie had a freedom of speech, and what he was saying was okay because that's what he had the right to say, well, then guess what? There's no reason for Jimmy Kimmel to be off the show or whatever if he's talking about this guy, because everybody has a freedom of speech. There's no reason for any other late night comedian to be kicked off the network or their show because they're talking about this, because everybody has a freedom of speech. Now, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. You can't move the goalposts, people. You know, Jen. Okay, and what asks? Okay, Jen, do me a favor, bestie, because I can trust you. Tell me in the Bible where it says that people of minority race wouldn't be qualified to be a pilot. Okay, if I'm talking too much, there's a back button on your phone or on your computer, whatever. You hit a back button, and it'll take you out of this live right here. That's how that works. That's how that works. But this is my platform, so I'm going to speak what I want to speak about, and I'm telling you truth. Like I said, you can go on Google and see she had dealings with an orphanage over in Romania, and some things that was very skeptical and very sketchy happened to kids over there, and they asked her to leave. Now, the fact that you're supporting that, I'm worried. I'm concerned about you. But you can go and actually do your own research and you'll find this out. You'll find this out. Someone said, but nothing came of it. Guess what? I can see you're a newbie here, so I'm going to let you in. I'm going to go soft on you. A lot of times these people that are in these positions or affiliated with people that are in higher positions, they get leniency. They get off on things that typical people wouldn't get, off on. As far as and again, okay, I'll do you one that y'all will understand. I'll do you one that I know y'all will understand this one. Do you see in 1994 there was an athlete, right? And allegedly this athlete ended up unaliving his ex-wife and a friend of hers, right? And so they went to trial, right? And they had gloves, they had evidence and everything. But this particular athlete was found not guilty. Remember, I think the saying was, if the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. Something like that, right? Do y'all know who I'm talking about? So but he got off. But he knew a lot of people. He was well connected. And then what ended up going on is he ended up doing things repeatedly that involved violence. Now, to us, yes, to us, that was a victory. And before you get in your feelings and start coming with the,
Well, how can you say it's a victory if he unalived 2 people? He did.
the same way a lot of you get off with, the same way these people get off with stuff that they do wrong. You have I'll give you one that y'all know y'all not gonna like. I know you all are not gonna like. All right. But yeah, selective freedom of speech. You're right. That's exactly what they have. It's like, and selective sympathy. But I'll get to that selective sympathy in a minute. I'll give you another one that you all probably will not like. But I'm gonna show you how people that are connected get off with committing crimes. Back when we were leading up to, I'll have to say, a contest, because this platform gets, yucky, right? I was saying I agree with Charlie when it came to, the AB. All right, to a degree, Jen, I get with you on that. Like, I do. Look, I've dated girls who've had ABs. Their parents made them when we were younger. Their parents made them because the baby was mixed, right? So I'm against that. But from what I heard and from what I saw, the lady was asking him for her own situation, and she put herself in it, and she was saying that what if a 10-year-old is raped and ends up pregnant from the grape? And he was saying, that's what I heard. That's what I seen in the video. Right? David said, I'm seeing the pilot issue incorrectly. All right, please elaborate, brother. How am I seeing that incorrectly? But now while you're doing that, David, I'm going to finish out what I was saying about this other thing and how people are connected, don't get in trouble. Okay. And yeah, I'm about to light you all up. I know. But we have, during this contest that was going on to see who was going to lead the country, right? We have this thing right here on the screen, on the actual phone call, begging for votes that he didn't get. And then when he goes to trial for that, or when there's a trial for that, what happens? The lady, the DA who was filing the charges against him or she gets kicked off the case. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go through the first step. They bring up, she's having sexual relations with the other guy who's doing it, and they're doing financial gains. First and foremost, what that girl and that man did in their room on their off time ain't got nothing to do with the crime that this man committed. But did you see him face any time for that? No, you didn't. You didn't. All right, well, let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. Because he had went to trial in New York and was found liable for 34 convictions. One of them being a sexual charge. Do you see him incarcerated anywhere? No. In fact, you see him in the president's house, right? So that's what I mean by when certain people are connected. And look, just so we'll keep it fair, because I know that just hurts y'all little feelings. Just so we can keep it fair, I'll revert back to Puffy Jacket. How long has he been committing crimes? And they knew he was committing crimes, but he never faced any time in jail because of the people he was connected to. When you're in a group, when you are connected with people, they'll make sure things that you do get brushed under the rug. They'll make sure that it gets scrubbed from the internet. And in some cases, they will even doctor some information on the internet to fit the narrative that they want to portray. Now, if you're not ready for this real stuff, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes you got to just look past the facade that's right there that they put and just go and do research on certain things, how things are connected. I think someone sent me no. I sent it to them, I think. No, I posted a video. That's what it was. I posted a video, and I forgot who done it. I think it's Truth Is. That's who did the video. Truth Is did the video. Oh, you too, bestie, and I love you. Please know I love you. And Rudy says, "Hey, have a great weekend. Be safe." Now, on this particular video, there was an actor by the name of Nicolas Cage, and I think the name of the movie was Snake Eyes. Sorry, y'all. I think it was called Snake Eyes. But when you look at that movie, pretty much the same things that happened in that movie back in the 90s, mind you, happened with Charlie. Now, this is something I want y'all to know too now. When you see things happen in movies, when you see things happen on TV shows, it's not just a genius with some kind of creative idea that they put on screen. You see, sometimes they are actually showing us what they're doing. Yes. Jenny says, look, oh, bestie, hey, I didn't know you came in. Forgive me. Says, look, all politicians are corrupt, especially those with AIP-AC. Now, and she's right. See, and that's what I'm saying. I want people to understand that all politicians. Yeah, when we talk about the list, matter of fact, this is what this is for, but I'm going to say this anyways. When we talk about that list, we know Clinton is on there. We know that. Hey, hold on. Somebody said, what's your name? Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook says, look up the sign language for love sign language. Okay, I think you might have just came in. We missed it. I mean, you missed it, but and I'm not going to go over it again. But here's what I want you to do, Mr. Cook. Do me a favor. Send me a message in my inbox on here so I can send you something. Because in addition to that, there's two other meanings. And it's all about the context that you're using it in, sir. I don't know what's complicated about that to understand. You know? Pink Texas, every single one of those influential folks are on that list. And listen, man, how right she is. And think about it, though. The reason why they don't want you to know anything about that is because it's not just, it's global. This is global, people. This is global. Jenny says, Mr. Cook, look up Anton LaVey, and it's a satanic symbol too. That's what I'm trying to tell these people. If you stay in tunnel vision one time to you, you're going to say, yeah, she was saying I love. Here's my question to all of that's the sign language for I love you. To all of you, here's what I want to ask you. Who in that building was deaf that she needed to say I love you to? So when you talking to family members, you talking to your friends, and you talking to people you care about, and you want to tell them y'all out in public, and you want to tell them you love them, you just do this right here. When? How often? Don't play. How often? Or do you just tell them I love you? So that's why we're not falling for that. Right there. We know what that means. We know what the alignment means. We know what these people are doing. We know all of that. In addition to the situation that happened on the campus that day with Charlie. There was two guys who recorded this man on the roof. That is the one who was the actual, and they tried to tell the police and the gov that was there that, hey, the description that you all are giving out that the was wearing isn't right. And how many of you don't understand that there's more people involved in that incident that happened to Charlie? How many of you know that? So I can't say that, but okay. I see it. They all want pointed at Jerusalem, so that Jesus has to come back. I can't say that what you said, but I see it. You know, so that's where we at. This is, but I did all of that. I said Tyler was at Dairy Queen at 6:30. Why? That part right there, Jenny. That part right there, which would have not given him enough time to do what they're saying he done, and then get 15 minutes across town to Dairy Queen. It's what it is, people. You just have to understand. You know, I think the biggest issue we have in this country is that sometimes people fall into idolizing certain figures. And when they fall into idolizing certain figures, it distorts them from seeing actual things that happen. Listen, I am a fan, was a fan of Barack Obama. I was a fan of his. But lately, what I've seen, I can't make an excuse for it. I don't know why he wasn't, why, you get me? Why he was in the circles that he's saying he was in. I can't explain that. So I have to keep it real with myself. Hey, as much as I thought I think he's a great president. Okay, but the morals from what I'm seeing, I don't get down with. I don't align myself with that. So I wonder why it's so hard for other people to understand that. And I'm gonna tell you what it makes it looks like. Make it look like to us. It make it look like when you know that people are doing things that aren't good morality or anything like that, but yet you still try to cover for them. You still try to justify their wrongful actions. It makes people question you, right? It makes people question you. So the reason why I brought this up is because, and I'm about to close it out right here. The reason why I brought this up right here is because I want to point out to you all what's the play behind this all. And the play is to take our minds and focus on what this hand gesture means. It is to take our minds off the fact that this list needs to come out unredacted. And I'm here to tell you that we are still wanting the list to come out, regardless of what. And that's how I'm going to end that segment. Now I'm going to go on to segment 2. And it's this guy right here. Like that was supposed to be an opening. It wasn't even supposed to be a segment, but we turned it into it. Right? Facts. Somebody said Satan is a copycat. Rainbow was God's first. I love that. See, I know you know what you're talking about. You know the book. Kelly says sign language the same. Yes, we've already covered it. Yes. For the last time, because I'm off that segment, but I am going to say this one more time. Yes, sign language. I love you. Yes, if you're a heavy metal fan, rock on. Yes, if you are of a select society, elite society, that does not stand for I love you. That does not stand for rock on. That's all I can say. I know Kelly. We would like people to really mean honest and good things, but it's crazy. Yeah, Snake Eyes, the movie Snake Eyes. Yeah, we made reference to that too. Right, but they are pledging their allegiance. They are saying, okay, I took the oath. I will do it. Big timers, yes. Devil horns. I take the oath. I take the pledge. I will do my part in what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, Kelly is so right. In our face, time to wake up. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to wake the people. But you have people that want to be combative instead of sitting down and just doing their due diligence and doing research. And they would find out that, oh, now it's okay. In what context did she mean that in? And like I said, who was deaf that she was talking to that she had to do sign language to that I love you? If you are in a group gathering and you love people, you just say, I love you. I mean, they can hear you, so you just say, I love you. How many times are you at your family reunion and somebody say, I love you, and you throw that up? We just stop. We have to stop. We have to stop. All right, so we're going to move on to Camel Face. Yeah, Camel Face. Oh, wait, before we move on to him, let's talk about his tag team partner. Yeah, he went to court yesterday. I think they're going to come back in a couple of days to see if he's going to be granted a new trial or let out or whatever. In any event, things didn't look good for him. Things didn't look good for him. But hey, we already know that even when things don't look good for, again, select people that's connected, that they can still get off. So I don't know. We'll see, right? Jenny says they have translators for these events, so why didn't they do it? What? Ooh, she got y'all on that one. Junebug says, I use it with my kids in a group setting and cannot speak to them. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I get that, in a group setting. Okay, but who was she loving? Because if she was saying that to her kids, or if she was saying that to the people that work for Turning Point, there's a microphone up there. Couldn't she just say, I love you? Do y'all see anything that you make up don't add up? Yeah, there's another one, Jenny. The peace sign. It's also a demonic symbol as well. I think we need to have a class or a live on teaching you all what to look for. Because you can ask my wife. We could be watching something and I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to say, oh, they flashing right there. Award show, wrestling, a movie. I mean, I pick it up because I know what to look for. The people that I rock with, a lot of them know what to look for. So that's why we're not fooled by it. All right, so let's get this guy. This guy right here on the screen. Today's video credit is going to go to Miss Lowdown, and she's covering this topic here. I didn't know anything about this. Yeah, we've got to, Jenny. We've got to break these signs down because there's so many people that are sleeping. They snoozing on it, and these people are putting it right in front of them, and they are totally missing it. And it's saddening. It's really saddening. because once they learn, I think they'll start to see the picture for what it's worth, and then know what's going on. Did she unalive her husband for power? Who is her wife? I don't know. I don't know who you talking about, Junebug. So right here, are you saying did she unalive her husband for power, his wife? I'm gonna give you what I think. Yeah, I got you. I'll follow you now, Charlie's wife. I got you. When you deep dive into everything, it seems like she was already chosen to be his wife. This was something that we call like with this guy on that you see on the background, him and his wife. It was an arrangement. When you actually look at certain events that happen, and you see certain things that took place, and you see who she was with and who her family is connected with and who his family is connected with, right? It shows that, yeah, it definitely seems like it's a setup, and that she was in on it, or that she at least knew or had knowledge that it was going to happen. All right, so Camel Face. Today's video content comes from, or credit goes to Miss Lowdown, and the title says, "Oh, shiznit, Camel Face is done. FBI urged to arrest and seize assets of Roc Nation affiliates." Now, again, people, we will be listening to this for the first time together. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to be said. What I do know is that this is another person who tends to do a lot of crime, and because of who he knows, he gets off scot-free. So it's not a black and white thing. It's a who you know thing. Do y'all understand that? Junebug says, I'm just suspicious of everyone. Hey, and you have to be nowadays. You really have to be. You're not wrong for that. Rita, welcome in. Bestie, welcome in. Sasha Ace, welcome in. Cashmere, I like that. Welcome in. All right, so we're gonna play. We're gonna see what else is going on. Like I said, this is new to me. It hadn't came across my radar until last night. So we're gonna see what's going on. Let's go.
Okay, y'all. Did I or did I not tell y'all there was a storm brewing with them Carters, y'all? Did I or did I not tell y'all? Word on the street is immediate seizure of all assets are being asked for by the FBI right now. Okay, y'all? Immediate arrests are being asked for right now in connection with Roc Nation.
Hey, give me a warning if you all can hear the audio good. Do I need to turn it up? Thank you for the stickers, Jenny. I appreciate it. All right, y'all can hear good. Okay, let's go.
Y'all, it's about to go down and we about to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Now it makes all the sense in the world why he got turned down for that casino deal, y'all. Word on the street. And now I'm hearing that Nas just got approved for the casino deal that Jay-Z got turned down for. Some new tadpoles in town. And they don't want nothing to do with Jay-Z. Word on the street. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get down to what's really going on. I told y'all there was some stuff going on behind closed doors. And it ain't nice.
Scott Maria, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing?
Why him and Beyonce call themselves trying to get up out of here. Okay, y'all? William Garcia dropped a bombshell filing. Yeah. FBI urged to arrest Justin Smith and Edward Robles, I guess that's how you say his name, for $8.26 billion embezzlement. Y'all, remember when they were saying that soon as Jay-Z got on the team with the Cash App and all of that stuff, and that Jay-Z went from a couple of millions to making like up into a billions overnight, and they were like, where's all this money coming from? Blah, 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 blah. And I was telling y'all about money laundering and all of that stuff. Well, here we go,
Jenny,
y'all.
yes.
Here we go.
Sloan Bella's
They're
prediction
saying that
is
this
coming
is
true. Yes.
$8.26 billion embezzlement. SSN theft, y'all, wire fraud, and take you out for hire plot involving who? Rock Nation, okay? Live Nation and Reed Smith.
Hey man, that's some serious charges right there. That's some serious charges right there, people. $8.26 billion embezzlement, Social Security number theft, wire fraud, unalignment for hire plot. Yo, yeah, I have to say Sloan Bella is correct, Jenny. Some things I don't think they can. I don't know. We just
And they about to make some arrests, y'all. They are about to make some arrests. It's a reason why they want to be on the run out the country. Okay, y'all? I keep telling y'all it's about to, about to hit the fan. Okay, y'all? It's about to hit the fan. And this is some of the paperwork, y'all. Some of the paperwork. William Garcia, plaintiff.
People, for those who keep saying we spreading false information, the paper is right there. We're looking at it.
You type it in.
I'm looking at it right now. So that's the receipt. That's another thing. When there's receipts with it, it's facts over feelings.
Kash Patel, Director, Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI headquarters, all of these people's involved, okay, y'all? They not finna play. They are...
Kash Patel. Who's Kash Patel? Does anybody know who Kash Patel is? The name sounds familiar, but I can't remember who he is. Does anybody know who Kash Patel is? Uh-huh. All these great answers. Correct answers. And guess what? That means this guy is affiliated with these people and was able to do these things and hasn't faced any type, because people, he's been accused, suspected, whatever word you want to use, for former podcaster facts, whatever you want to use, of unaliving people, and hadn't faced an hour in jail over any of it. So that goes to what I was saying previously in the first segment. People that are connected, such as the female that we had on the screen prior to now, people that are connected don't have to face charges. People who are connected don't have to earn their positions because of who they're connected to, which takes me back to my anger about Charlie's comment on if the pilot is a black person, if they're qualified to fly a plane. How dare anyone, including Charlie, question someone's experience of a job when he was given his position at Turning Point? Just want to tie it all in for y'all right there, what I'm saying. We're just going to tie it in. Now you could take that and you can put it wherever you want to. But ask your question that. My little brother, the entire current administration are a bunch of DEI hires. Exactly. So exactly, little brother. So what in the world are we talking about somebody being qualified for a job? We're going to say the quiet part out loud.
are not about to play with Jay-Z and them, y'all. They admitted Social Security number theft by the Joint Defense Group, including Rock Nation, Live Nation, and Microsoft, y'all. It's about to go down, and this is in Diddy's dockets, y'all. This is in Diddy's docket. Did I tell y'all Diddy gonna be singing like Whitney Houston in a minute? Did I not tell y'all this? The man for arrest and asset seizure. Okay, y'all? They're trying to take their assets. Justin Smith and Edward Pope.
Right.
Who y'all think next? Who y'all think? All of them tied to the same
She
people.
did. She
Same
did, little
people.
brother.
Large scale embezzlement, y'all.
My baby said the orange face is not qualified for his position. Facts, baby.
These
Facts.
admissions. A conspiracy between Justin Smith and Edward Robles to target me and my family in a take you out for hire scheme, supported by DOJ, DHS investigative evidence, including text messages. Y'all, the Shitika is about to hit the fan. Number one, they are demanding an arrest. I demand the immediate arrest of Justin Smith and Edward Robles for violation of aggravated identity theft, wire fraud, use of interstate facilities, and take you out for hire. I told y'all, same charges that Lil Durk is facing right now. Retaliation against a witness or a victim. When I tell y'all Shitika hitting the fan, it's hitting the fan. Okay, y'all? It is hitting the fan. They're admitted SSN theft and embezzlement paired with threats to my government family, the VA since 1998.
Hold on, y'all. I want to interrupt for a second because I just noticed something. This is why I really don't care for this platform too much. And this is why I think this platform is in on a lot of this, because when we first started the show, we was at 333 people in the live. When we start speaking real stuff, we dwindled down to 79. That's actually makes me feel good, because that lets me know that we are getting to the truth in here. I just want to point that out. So those of you that's rocking with us, thank you for staying. We appreciate it. Your presence is a gift to us. We are very appreciative of that. Also, if you've been sending heart me's, do me a favor. Click that orange heart up there. Claim your points. Claim your points. We want you to get your monies and your points too, right? Fostering Statistics, thank you for that heart signal love. I appreciate that. We'll get back to the audio, but I just wanted to point that out to y'all, how this thing goes, how this platform goes.
Warrant swift federal intervention. Asset seizure.
Chick
Further
D, thank you
demand
for the heart
immediate
me.
seizure of all assets
I appreciate
traceable
it.
to the D.
Sky Maria, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you.
Embezzlement and fraud under civil forfeiture of fraud proceeds and criminal forfeiture. Okay, y'all? They not playing. This includes proceeds funneled through Rock
Adrian
Nation,
Does, thank you for
Live
that goat.
Nation, and their
Thank you for the
counsel
finger hearts.
at Reed Smith.
Aw,
and
thank you for the
LLP,
tiny
who
dinies. I
inserted
appreciate it.
themselves into my 2020 $6.6 billion early warning services deal, now valued at $8.26 billion adjusted for inflation. Investigative
El Cazon,
authority.
thank you for the heart
Okay,
me.
y'all? Complaint.
Little brother, thank you
Now
for that heart me. I
with
appreciate it.
DOJ,
Thank y'all.
DHS explicitly placed investigative authority in your agency's hand as of this date. No restitution or seizure has been executed. With the admission of SSN theft already in the Bergen County record, and the recent retention of a white-collar criminal defense attorney by the JDG, there is no legal or procedural basis for further delay. They want immediate arrest, y'all.
Hey there.
Makes me wonder, is that why him and Beehive was trying to get that land, buy that land out of the country and get missing? Boy. When they they mess up, man. They mess up real bad.
Now there's a storm brewing for Jay-Z and them, and he think that him and Beyonce about to move out the country and everything gonna be all good. I don't know why he wanted to open up the casino in the first place, other than to swindle some more money. I'm just saying, and they probably felt the same way. And they went with Nas, y'all. That's a slap in the face for real, for real. Okay? That's that ether slap right there.
Yeah.
Didn't Nas has an ether song out on him?
He
Lord
did.
have mercy. If this ain't the
Hey.
karma coming back to snap is
Nas, I'm telling you, his ether song, his diss on Camel Face, Nas won. I dispute anybody on that. Nas won.
y'all, I don't know what to tell you. People about to start getting arrested. This ain't no. I keep telling y'all, they
Yep.
were investigating
Can't
Jay-Z,
save him
and
at
then
all.
when his son came forward, and then his son
Facts,
car
Jimmy
got
Nas
hit
still
up, and
winning.
all
I
that
know
other
that's right,
stuff.
Bessie.
And I told y'all, even behind the scenes, even when the son dropped his lawsuit, everybody thought that, oh, he dropped it at his lawsuit because he was dropping out of this whole situation. No, it was, this way of Jay-Z going around, he always maneuvered his way around the law.
Mm-hmm.
That's why his son had to drop those charges. But when the FBI took over that case and started looking into this, even that stuff with him, I told y'all this. And then they also was talking about early bodies that allegedly were connected to Jay-Z. I told y'all this. I told y'all. People about to get arrested. It's about to go down. You talking about some money right now. 8.26.
Pause. Do me a favor. Share this live out to 5 people. Let's get this truth going. Let's spread this truth to people. Share it to 5 people. Each person share it to 5 people you know. And then we got one more segment after this, and I'll let you guys have your begin your weekend.
$1 billion? I told y'all he wasn't gonna wiggle his way out of this one, and this is why Beyonce was going on back to back tours.
Yeah,
and the word on the street,
I'm
she's
not
finna go
seeing
on
them.
another one. But yes, y'all, this is why Beyonce.
Leave a
is
comment
working her
now. Let me
kneecaps
see if I
off.
can see it.
Because her man is about to go to jail, and this is why the rumors are coming out now that they about to separate their assets and this and that. No, you can't get up out of this that easy, Beyonce. You cannot be married to this man and then all of a sudden now you want a divorce so you can separate your money from his because you don't want to be involved in this and you don't want to lose all your stuff and this and that and this. But no,
Yeah.
baby girl, this what you married. This what you've been rocking with for years. And you're going to have to fall with him, baby girl, because you are married to him. And it is what it is.
Okay, yeah, I see
Miss
Haley. I see it.
Beyonce. You can't swiggle your way out of it. And they say, oh, let Beyonce take all the money. And then Jay-Z go to his side. And then once all his money gone, no. You remember they tried to do that same thing with the Cosby Show. You remember the Cosby guy?
Mm-hmm.
They tried to do the same thing. They wanted to see if Bill Cosby would divorce his wife, would she be able to take the money and run? They didn't let Bill Cosby do it. Y'all think they about to let him do it? It ain't about to happen. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. Arrests are coming. They are asking for arrests right now.
She's gonna try to act
So the
stupid.
people that's tied to this.
when
And I'm going
this
to tell y'all,
comes down.
when they arrest
Right.
this Smith guy and this other guy that I just finished talking about, when they
I agree,
arrest
Jenny.
these 2 guys, Justin Smith and Edward Robbie, whatever his name, they gonna snitch on everything Jay-Z did and all the part he played. Don't be surprised
Right,
if
so.
some bodies start dropping too. Because every time they get close to some situations, bodies start dropping.
Yeah.
Y'all, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Beyonce and Jay-Z is in a nightmare right now that they can't wake up in. Where's they Satan now? They better call, actually, what's his name? Aleister Crowley.
Hey, would this be a good time for them to show people they love them? Would this be a good time to do that?
They better call him. Because they need his help right now. They need his help, y'all. Y'all is about to go down. I'm telling you, it's about to go down. And then I saw this story the other day about Beyonce mama Tina Knowles to run around talking about, oh, I don't think that Blue Ivy want to be a entertainer, a singer and stuff like. She don't want to follow in her mama and daddy footsteps. So now they trying to brace you for if she can't sing when they put her out there. Y'all, this guy is...
Yo, man, this is weird. This is weird. because you know they've had allegedly. Come on, we got to say allegedly, right? So allegedly, Blue Ivy has had cosmetic work done because allegedly the powers that be want her to be like the heirs to the throne, or want her to carry the torch, so to speak, for her mother and her father. But but the thing about it is, she favors him, and they like, we don't need you to look like him. We got that wrong once. We need you to look like your mama. And so allegedly, they've had her have cosmetic surgery. So, and now you have B's mom saying, well, she don't want to sing, or she don't want to be a singer. She don't want to follow her mom's footsteps, stuff like. I think they're already putting too much pressure on this little girl. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm telling you, he using everybody around him to try to make some money. But your daughter can't pull y'all weight. She ain't got the talent to pull y'all weight. For you to think that,
Jenny,
because they already call themselves getting their feet wet.
I want to pee. I got to pee in Bessie's comment.
And all of this stuff. Now they want to put her in the entertainment, and they wanted her to take over Beyonce's fans.
Hey, y'all read Jenny's comment that's posted right there. Learn something.
But Beyonce got talent. I'm just saying, y'all. Where is Blue Ivy's? And I'm not trying to talk about their daughter, but she started off dancing.
Yeah.
And she didn't do too good at that. She got better. I ain't gonna lie. She did get better.
Adrian, I like that. Like them Jenner girls.
Robotic out
they
there,
look too much like their dad.
And some of the robots, even they be people be copying out
Yep.
robot dance. I'm just saying, y'all. She was one of them broke down robots, okay? She did get better. But they're pushing this career off on that baby to try to make her pull the weight of all the mistakes that her pawpaw done made. But that's not going to happen, y'all. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. Hold on. I'm sorry, babe. All right. Whatever happened to Allie Carter? Haven't seen her name in a long while. Yeah. Now, what's his name? Jenny, who's that guy we was listening to? King World. King World. He spoke on her. Like I think he's exposing. He did a good job exposing Allie, and I can't remember the lady's name. Jenny, you might remember the lady that she's with. What is her name? I can't remember it. But yeah, he talked a lot about that too. But yeah, I hadn't. Shelly, that's it. Shelly Carter. Yeah, we hadn't heard much about her. Ray J trying to say Chris and Kim got a Rico coming. So Gay J need to sit he need to face his what you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Consequences. That's what he needs to face. You know how I feel about him anyway.
Talent like that. Okay, y'all? Now, I might be wrong. And she might come out here and sing like Whitney Houston, but I doubt it. I doubt
you're right. He would never make it in jail.
That's why the grandmama came out and said they forcing this.
That's the one time he would want to use that one wish.
on Blue Ivy, and this is not what I think Blue Ivy want to do. She said Blue Ivy want to be an artist and get into acting and stuff like that, but she do not want to be, where Beyonce is at in performing and stuff like that. So she's saying that they're pushing this off on her. This guy is to his wits' end right now. He's trying any and everything. If he could get a check off his son,
Ray J said he working with Popo to take him down.
Okay, if he could get a check off
Ray J need to get up out of here.
Surrey, and whatever their name is, Remy and Surrey or whatever they name. He'll get a check off of them if he could. Jay-Z is desperate right now, and we are witnessing the fall of Jay-Z right now before our eyes.
Right,
he got turned down where all of these white people used to just spoil the crap out of him. They're not spoiling him anymore. They're not spoiling Jay-Z anymore. The people that he's around right now, they don't want to have nothing to do with him. And I'm going to tell y'all this, it's a matter of time before he lose that NFL, whatever that little deal that he do the halftime show. It's a matter of time before that's gone too. Because they are arrested
good.
Soon.
I agree with Hannah.
They're not playing. And they asking to forfeit, seizure. They're seizing people's assets that's connected to Rock Nation and Rock Nation, y'all.
Oh, man.
So y'all get ready. It's about to go down. I told y'all a storm was coming. People was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. They're not going to touch Jay-Z. They're not going to this. They're not going to that. Well, tell me that again.
Anonymous Stokes and Ray,
I'm just asking
Ray
y'all.
J is
Y'all let me
C-level
know, like that
celebrity.
comment section up.
Maybe D.
Please like, share, subscribe if you like this video.
Oh
Thank
my
you all
God.
so much for watching. And if
Oh
you
my
want to support
God.
the channel,
You're
y'all
funny.
know what to do. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. Now wait for it, because them bodies about to come up. What you think those take you out for hire stuff is about? What y'all think that's about? I keep telling y'all, the feds start investigating Jay-Z when that Patel guy slipped up in their company and he started doing a little digging. Because when you invest in something, put your money in it, then you got the right to check some things out. They let that Patel guy get into their business, and it's going down. Okay, y'all?
What?
It's going down. And like I told y'all, his son,
Listen.
that was just the icing on the cake, because the feds got involved with the
Hannah
son.
said, "Get them
He had to
all."
go
I know
to
that's
so many
right.
courthouses, one court after another. They played so many games with his son, and he used his star power to get his way in these courts and all of that. And when the feds got involved, somebody started talking, because somebody was talking about some bodies, y'all. Some bodies over a jacket or a coat. I keep telling y'all this. A whole family lost their life because they took a jacket or something from Jay-Z back in the day. This is what they're
we
saying
covered that
he's
before.
been investigated on. Now, I don't know. This is what I'm hearing. I wasn't there with him and none of that. So I'm going to say allegedly, but y'all, I've been telling y'all this for a while, and now you see. Now y'all see. Y'all like that comment section up. Please.
Let's give it up to Miss Lowdown for once again providing us with not only receipts but great content to go with it. Now, it's funny, as we were ending that video, notification popped up on my end, and it said Camel Face has a major storm headed his way. Cash App, money laundering case. So I bring that up to point out that Miss Lowdown wasn't just talking. Other people are hitting up on that. So it's something that's coming down the pipe. It's something that's coming down the pipe. Yes, if you enjoy the content, if you like the show, first and foremost, thank you. If you like the support, show your support. Please, the link is in the bio. Please hit that up if you don't mind. Also, if you have left heart me's, go up here, click that orange heart, claim your points. Please. Please, we want everybody to get what's due to them, please. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you all joining us, and we just want to keep it going. Now, we're going to go to segment 2. And I mean, since we're already on here. Oh, before I transition to segment 3, before I go to segment 3, let me bring up something, I'll point out something. The thing, Terabella, thank you for the heart, me love. I appreciate it. And let's give it up to Terabella. Just became the number 35 fan in the fan club. Thank you so much for that support. We pray we keep seeing you coming in and joining the lives. You are welcome at any time. At the end, she made reference to basically these people are, and I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said these people are no longer covering for Camel Face. They're no longer putting up with him. They're no longer letting him get away with stuff. This goes, and y'all forgive me for sniffling. Sinuses and everything is just out of sync. But you're welcome. Thank you, Terabella. Thank you. We've said it on previous shows, and we will reiterate it now. When it comes to dealing with the elite group or society, understand something. They like to deal or put, I'm not going to say deal. They like to invest in people that they know has the potential to influence the masses and carry out their agenda. Okay, that's number one. So now everything has a season. We've said that on previous shows, right? Everything has a season. And so what we mean by that is the fact of the matter, when said people kind of fizz out, I guess, for lack of better words, when they are not as relevant as they once were, these people start to weed them out and make room for the new influences that's coming in that they would like to invest in, right? And so here we are. We have this guy right here who's damn near 60 years old, right? So the flame he once was is now a sparkle, and that's fizzing out rapidly, as we can see now. But what happens is, in order for them to move him out the way or whatever, they're going to let him finally face repercussions of his actions. And that's what we're seeing now. We are finally seeing that, hey, he's at the end of his time with these people, and now it's time to face your consequences. That's basically where we're at with that. So now, since we're on him, he's going to be segment 3 as well. We might as well stay on that because he's already in enough trouble as is. So we might as well just stay with him. But hold on, let's get this other one up here. There it is. And you can't see it good, of course, but this is his alleged son. They say alleged. He looks identical to him to me, but this is Rymir. And we've always championed for Rymir. Yes, but his twin by far. We've always been a Rymir supporter here for the simple fact that I feel like, and like I told y'all before, I tell you again, from my perspective, I see it from both perspectives. This is why I champion for Rymir. One, being a man who my biological never was a part of my life, never claimed me or anything like that. And so as I got older, now I wanted a DNA test done because I don't want him to be my biological. In fact, if he wasn't, I invite you all to the cookout. And I don't care. You can bring the potato salad with raisins in it. I'm not going to eat it. But you can bring it if that's what you like to eat. Everybody be invited to the cookout if he's not my biological. But, of course, he won't ever respond back for me to get that taken care of. But on the other side of that, I champion or support Rymir because this clown over here, you see me being a father who has a child that looks identical to all of my other kids, but has been raised as if someone else is, another man is her father. And I want the DNA test done. And when I asked for it, those people blocked me. So I kind of already got my message, right? And I had to, my kids, their mother, who's passed away, I guess she was telling the truth, about the things that she was saying. So when we deal with that, when we take it from that perspective, I rock with Rymir. And I always said, if this dude felt he wasn't his father, then just go take the DNA test done. But he tried to throw all types of diversion out there so he didn't have to go and take the test, which to me seems like he's guilty anyways, or that he is the father. But in any event, not giving this young man that closure or that, whatever, because it just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have any respect for a man who don't want to take care of his kids. I don't. I just don't. My wife said, I thought we heard that they took it and he is. Yeah, that did come out. They did take it and that he is. That was out, but I guess I don't know if it wasn't validated or what, because he ended up dropping. They said he dropped the lawsuit, and some people say he dropped the lawsuit because they did take it and he was. But I don't know. We'll see how it all play out, man.
Okay, so a lot is happening with the Rymir case, and Jay-Z is very upset and angry, and so is Lily Coley as well, who is, related to Rymir. She is not holding back when it comes to all of this litigation that is happening. Everything is going on with the Diddy case, but at the same time, guys, we have to stay focused on this. Hey guys, it's Marab Nali, daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. You're getting fresh content on the channel every single day.
My bad. Video credit for segment number 3 goes out to our man's Marab Morali.
day so you guys don't miss out on what is happening. Let's dive deep into this video. Jay-Z's refusal to submit to paternity testing is not the behavior of an innocent man. It is the desperate conduct of a celebrity who
Okay, so we find out he didn't do it, babe.
she is not holding back when it comes to all of this litigation that is happening. Everything is going on with the Diddy case, but at the same time, guys, we have to stay focused on this. Hey guys, it's Rob Gnarly, daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. You're getting fresh content on the channel every single day, so you guys don't miss out on what is happening. Let's dive deep into this video. Jay-Z's refusal to submit to paternity testing is not the behavior of an innocent man. It is the desperate conduct of a celebrity who knows that scientific evidence will expose his decade-long lie and confirm that he exploited a child.
Yeah.
Wow. She's not holding back at all, guys. What defendant Sean Corey Carter desperately seeks to bury beneath layers of legal maneuvering and procedural technicalities is a truth so damaging to his carefully constructed public persona that he has spent over 30 years and millions of dollars in legal fees to prevent it from seeing daylight.
Yo, now, last time, I'm going to stop it for a few minutes, but they're showing a picture of Ramir and his mother. And I see where he favors her. I do. But I for sure see Jay-Z in him. Yeah, I said his name. I for sure see that. Yeah. Yeah, right, Jenny. All his running makes him look guilty. I mean, makes him look sus and guilty as F. Yeah. Yeah. It does. And I mean, I wish I could play the video on here so y'all could see her and him. Because, like, you could see the parts where he has his mom. But, yeah, the other parts is, dude, he just needs to quit running.
In 1992, when Carter was a 23-year-old aspiring rapper, he engaged in relations with a minor, Wanda Satterthwaite, impregnating this minor and fathering Ramir. Rather than accepting responsibility for his statutory R-word, Carter has orchestrated the most elaborate and expensive cover-up in entertainment history, a 3-decade campaign of fraud, judicial manipulation, witness intimidation, that reads like a criminal conspiracy playbook. The numbers tell the story Carter doesn't want told. A simple paternity test that could be completed in hours and would cost less than $200 has been avoided through a legal obstruction campaign spanning 33 years, multiple states, and countless court proceedings. This extraordinary disproportion between the simplicity of the requested relief and the complexity
Liz
of
said
Carter's
also, why
evasion
run from your
tactics
blood?
screams
Most narcissist
consciousness
people
of guilt.
want to have a
No
village of
innocent man
kids.
spends millions to avoid
Good
a
point.
test that would basically
Great point,
exonerate
Liz.
him.
Hey guys, did you know
That's a great point. The only thing I can think of is the fact that he's doing that is because, like Morales said, it would prove that he had sex with a female that wasn't the age of consent.
Lily is going in. She is not letting go of this conversation, guys. Even Ramir, who might have dropped certain things and, you know, he finds it hard to afford a lawyer and wants to represent himself, Lily Coley is going for it. Like, wow, wow, wow. In the matter of Coley versus Carter, Lily Coley has filed in opposition to Jay-Z's motion to dismiss and to file an amended complaint.
Right, Scott Maria.
This
It would
case
prove that
involves
he
extrinsic
R-word.
fraud, deliberate and sophisticated deception that transcends any legit exercise of litigation rights. Guys, this is just page 1. Do you understand? She goes in on this entire conversation. Jay-Z is responding in litigation over the past 24 hours, and he is really upset and is pissed. Plaintiff Lily Coley's effort to circumvent the injunction issued against her in New Jersey and to burden this court and a third state with her frivolous and vexatious filings needs to be put to a stop, Jay-Z and his lawyers are saying. The opposition confirmed that plaintiff cannot avoid the absolute legal bars that preclude her from continuing. In this court, her vendetta against Sean Corey Carter and the multiple judges who have found her claims and allegations to be without legal merit. Rather than address the disputive issues raised in the motion or any of the well-settled case law defendants
Demetrius, welcome in, bro. How you doing?
Plaintiff's opposition consists entirely of vague and unsupported assertions, undeveloped arguments, and misstatements of the law that fail to even mention the allegations pled in the complaint. Defendant's motion to dismiss and special motion to strike should be granted in its entirety, and plaintiff's lawsuit should be dismissed with prejudice. That's basically what he's saying.
His jacket.
we don't just take this damn test, guys, because you're just even boring me. So Jay-Z is really upset, guys. Really upset.
Dude.
Defendant first moved to dismiss.
Oh, okay. So the top right now is the Camel Face and the Rymere situation. It's still ongoing. We covering that. This is the third and final segment. The second segment, we covered Camel Face. Man, it's like $8.26 billion embezzlement charge. It's social security number theft. It's what else was it? Unaliving, allegedly unaliving to hire plots that he's been involved in. And then segment one, we talked about Erica Kirk and her little symbol that she threw up at the memorial. And some people felt like she was just saying "I love you" in sign language, and we was just trying to really school these people and let them know what she really meant by it. But you know,
or ultimately to quash service of process
Jenny's
pursuant
like,
to Rule
Diddy
12b-5
being
on the ground
upset in
that
the
plaintiff
Dude
has not
Right
complied with
Motel.
the service requirements under Rule 4 of the
Right.
Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. As detailed in the motion, plaintiff's mailing of the summons and complaint to an unidentified location in Malibu, California is not proper service. Plaintiff's response to defendant's rule motion is one sentence: service challenges fail. Actual notice was achieved, as demonstrated by defendant's detailed motion, showing complete knowledge. Plaintiff's single sentence response fails to satisfy her burden to demonstrate that the court should excuse her non-compliance with Rule 4. So Jay-Z and his lawyers are really upset with Lily Coley. It's Lily Coley versus,
Yeah, it will, Anonymous.
Jay-Z, Mr. Carter. Really upset, basically trying to shut
This
all of this down,
$8.26
wants this to be
billion
dropped
matter
with prejudice,
will feed,
and doesn't understand why
the
Lily Coley
paternity
is
case
still
thing.
dragging this
definitely will.
case on. If Rymere has basically paused on this from a legal perspective, or basically stopped this from a legal perspective, why is Lily Coley continuing on and basically fighting his battles for her and basically fighting his own battles against Jay-Z? That is one conversation that one might want to have. But at the same time, Jay-Z
Right, she was, Rita.
is frustrated. The man is upset with this. He's sick of
Rita asked, did she, that Erica Kirk, was involved with the orphanage / trafficking of people that are not the age of consent in Romania? Yes.
this conversation with Rymere, and he wants all of this to go away. No different to the Busby situation with, Jay-Z when he dragged Jay-Z into the case with Diddy. That got dropped, and he basically wants this to go away as well. Jay-Z lost the whole situation with basically paying legal fees to Rymere, asking Rymere to pay the legal fees. So, he's losing money in this way, but this is a strong filing from Lily Coley. Very strong filing from her, and Jay-Z also has responded. So this Rymere stuff is still going on from a litigation perspective. All of these court documents are basically being dropped, and this all took place less than 24 hours ago. So I want us just to be updated on this Rymere stuff, and just to remind you guys that things are actually still happening in regards to it. Now, I know that Jay-Z is going to be pissed, and he's probably having a bad day, because rapper Nas has just had a casino development be approved.
What's her name?
Now, this is going
Miss
to
Lowdown
frustrate the
talked
hell out
about
of him,
this on the previous
Jay-Z,
segment.
because...
Got a screenplay in your head, but not on paper?
No, I don't.
Casino bid basically got denied. It got denied so quickly, and somehow Nas's bid is absolutely fine. He's partnered with Resorts World to support a $5.5 billion expansion of the Resorts World New York Casino in Queens, a project he describes as bringing something legendary for the community and representing history in the making. So how did Nas get all of this to be approved, but Jay-Z and his team and multiple other people on Jay-Z's side did not? He's going to see this and be...
Now the headline reads Nas. It says Nas above, and it says Resorts World Casino Committee teases camel face over failed Caesars bid.
irritated. One thing that I will say is that when it comes to any type of casino project and people want to lead with the conversation of community driven, I think it's a complete
Rudy said, hey.
lie. There's no way the development of a casino will benefit a community of people. Just because it drives jobs to a casino does not mean anything else. That would drive people to the casino. That could even drive rent up around the area. Casinos themselves are a place for people to gamble, to lose away their money. It's a place that actually, drains a community, drains the energy of a community. It does not build a community. Just say you're selfish, you want money, and you want to keep building with investors. That's all you really need to say. It irritates me when anybody with influence wants to talk about this casino, you're doing it for your community. Stop lying to us. We're not idiots. Do you understand? Wherever you want to build this in the world, don't sit here and say you're doing it for us. You're doing it for the people, the community around, wherever. Like, just move from me with this. Just a waste of my time. But let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this Rhaenyra stuff. It's basically still not being let go of. Lily Coley is going in on Jay-Z, saying that this man basically R-worded a minor and that refusal to admit it and is wasting all this money on judges for bribery, and making sure that all of this is a situation where he gets away with it. If this is true, and if Rhaenyra actually is Jay-Z's son, Jay-Z would also go to prison.
Hold on,
if this is
I'll
all
ask
true,
when
and the
she
reason
come
why I
back.
say this is because
I'll tell her how
if Jay-Z
for you
is
too, Rita.
caught bribing these 7 to 8 judges, then that is a big crime and you will go to jail for bribing a judge. If he's caught doing that, if there's any evidence of this, if Jay-Z is actually the father. I don't know if Rhaenyra is actually the son of Jay-Z. As time goes on, I honestly don't know that, but only time
Yeah,
will
I
tell.
agree.
And
I
Lily
wouldn't put
Coley
a
is not
casino
in this
there
scope.
either.
Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate.
Hey, let's give it up to our buddy Murad Morali. Also, Murad, if you come across this, brother, welcome. Welcome back across the pond here to America. I know you are in New York from London and covering Puffy Jacket ongoings and court cases and stuff, so we appreciate you on that. Yeah, okay. Now, come here. All right. Mommy wants to know how you feeling. She said, hold on. And Rita said, hi, Rudy. She's just smiling. All right. So we want to give it up for that. We're going to follow him too, because like I said, he's covering the court cases, and the trial starts next week for Puffy Jacket. So we'll definitely be covering that on here, or at least meeting and listening to and reading what's going on and what's being said. Once again, we come to an end of another great show, another great episode of Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It, and I thank you all for making it that.
Tired of the silence.
Please, yes, be sure if you sent heart me's, daily heart me's, please click that orange heart and claim your points. As well, if like I said, if you like the content, you enjoy, you would like to support, the link is in the bio. The link is in the bio if you would like to support. Let's give it up for my gifters. I want to give it up to my gifters first. Thank you to my moderators on here working hard like they always do. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us and spending time with us this morning. We appreciate you so much, and we pray that you come back. Enjoy your weekend, Rita. If you haven't had the opportunity, you can go and see. Well, hold on, let me say this. Whether you watching Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It on TikTok, on Rumble, on Live, on YouTube, on Facebook Live, however you are joining us, we appreciate you, okay, across all platforms. Thank you, and thank you for the support. Also, if you've missed episodes, if you've missed previous episodes of Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It and you would like to see it, you can go and subscribe to my channel on YouTube as GSmooth404, and you'll be able to catch episodes on there, previous episodes on there. If you will, while you're on YouTube, there's a couple of more channels I would ask or like for you to subscribe to. One being GIW, Global Impact Wrestling TV. They're back. Please go and follow that channel, subscribe to that channel, and keep up with the wrestling action. Dope Girls, the hottest web series right now, and I don't say that just because I'm in it. It's a hot web series, and it's getting hotter by the episodes. So if you haven't checked that out or watched any of that, while you're on YouTube, go and subscribe to Tayretta Vision Films. Watch all the episodes. We got 1 through 8. Watch them all. All of them are good. Now, if you have a Twitch account, listen, go, and I think it's, we're on YouTube as well, I think, little brother. Matthew Collins on YouTube. But if you're on Twitch, it's MC3SFT. Go and follow him on Twitch or Matthew Collins' channel on YouTube, and also follow us on wrestling there too. We do video game wrestling on there. It's a created character promotions, and it's great. It's great. Go and follow us on there too. Remember, we have merch available. If you like a hashtag, I'm gonna say a shirt. I got one on right now. You can't see it, but I got one on. See, I got one on right now. Get in touch with me. Place an order. I got you. And we'll get that shipped out to you. And also, we have a new version of hashtag I'm gonna say it shirts coming. I'm working on that. I keep telling you so you all will be mindful and looking out for it. But it's coming. I got it up here. I got it. I'm gonna make it happen. Thank you all again for joining me. I've been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, Mr. Breaking News, signing off from the news bunker. Peace and blessings. And hey, I love you all. I'm so petty.